Now we're seeing this cutscenes. It was fun at first.
And we will never do that again because that was the one joke that I'm pretty sure BioWare was going into designing that effect.
There's no way they didn't know.
It was like that Family Guy episode at the start, like the first Star Wars episode. I love how they did that. That was the only joke that I fucking laughed at. Because I can't remember the last time I laughed at a Family Guy episode.
Yeah.
I think it was 2000 when I last laughed at a Family Guy episode. It's a shame, isn't it?
Yeah, I usually put it on autoplay so I can go to sleep. Just to have something on.
Like
talking.
new episodes?
Anything really, it doesn't matter.
Remember when Meg Griffin, and I do not care about my loadout.
Nope.
Remember when Meg Griffin was voiced by not Mila Kunis?
I do not recall.
Yeah, like the first 8 episodes, she did different voice actors.
Oh.
All right. Integrating search area from Sam.
My god, I do not have enough alcohol in the world for this game.
Multi-sensory neural collision. Amazing.
Factory friend.
That...
Spinning up the
What does that mean, though? That's not that's not techno jargon. That's just straight up,
Had in months.
Whoa, dude. You're standing a little close there.
Is this like, what was that movie?
What?
With Vin Diesel in it where they're running away from the sun?
Wait a minute.
They gave up on Eos.
I played a good 10 hours after this doing side bullshit.
Instead, they saw their friends die.
Was the sun talking to her?
Something talked to her.
Sorry.
Is that ever explained, or was that just a random bullshit thing that they forgot they
We really weren't paying attention. I'm not sure if we were.
If we're millions of light years to die in a different place. I'm not letting.
Actually, that is explicitly what you did. Because no matter what you achieve, your goal is that this is where you're now dying.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you hopefully will have a home in which you die at, but I mean,
yeah, I can't.
That isn't a requirement.
Anyone who wakes up in this generation, lives this great, I guess.
I mean, it's literally the same mentality of the pilgrims coming over to North America.
Yeah.
To get away from religious persecution and to enslave Indians.
Shields holding?
It's just we're more like Starfleet with
Got this.
the bullshit of Prime Directive, yo.
I feel like the game's forcing your character to be kind of a ditzy, unsure of herself character. So it seems like to me the choices that you make don't really matter that much because
Oh no,
your character's always going to be an unsure greenhorn rookie,
oh yeah. No matter what you do, there's no fixing.
confused, clumsy person, I guess. So being a badass, I guess this doesn't really fit into the agenda.
Well, I mean, at least by Mass Effect 3, Shepard had a goddamn good reason to be a badass.
Yeah.
The first game, he was kind of almost a fish out of water, but he at least had N7 experience.
Yeah, I mean,
God,
I don't really get that feeling with our character now.
Well, it's because it's entirely civilian operated. Right. This isn't a military operation. These are people playing military, essentially.
Mm. Actually, now that you say that, you probably played far enough ahead to get to the point where you decide what to do with Eos when you liberate it. Whether or not it becomes like a scientific planet, or what would you go for?
I'll reserve my statement for when I actually make that decision in this game.
You know what? Right. Okay.
Let's play this game one millisecond at a time.
I may be jumping ahead a bit.
We're not playing Metal Gear. We're not gun jumping here. God, my stutter is awful today.
These conditions.
It usually gets better when I've been drinking.
They do now. We'll make you.
Do you think the other characters would ask if you are alright if they saw you jumping around like that?
They'd probably wonder if I'm okay, but I mean, I just go yeah, I'm fine. Why? Just.
This is just normal Shepard.
This is my normal self. Do you see this?
This is how I, Shepard, Ryder act all the time.
I am human, Ryder.
Definitely not the other human Shepard.
Do not confuse me with human Shepard.
Wait, do they know who Shepard is at this point? Okay.
Shepard is an icon considering before they left for Andromeda, the Citadel had been attacked by Sovereign.
Oh, okay.
So Shepard was... Have you read any of the novels, by the way?
I have not.
I kind of regret not getting the 4th book. because that was the only book that I've ever heard of that has been recalled.
Really?
Yes. I've never heard of another.
Was it like dangerous for toddlers? Or
No, it's the only fictional novel that I've heard of being recalled for inaccuracies.
Huh.
So, like, because Drew Capichern, one of the head writers for the games, like the first 3 games before BioWare shat itself,
Let's check out
wrote the novels. So you know how in the first game when you talk to Anderson when he gives you the Normandy, he's like, yeah, I was a Spectre candidate, but Saren fucked me over for that.
Yeah.
The first novel is about that event. It's Anderson's story, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And then the second novel is about... Do you remember Mass Effect 2 when Tali in the Normandy 2 is telling you about how there was a Cerberus attack on the flotilla?
Yeah.
It's that story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Both involving Kaylee Sanders. A lady you meet in Mass Effect 3. The academy that you go to.
Yeah.
That's Kaylee Sanders, the blonde lady.
Right.
She's the main character in all the novels.
Oh, okay.
And in Mass Effect 3, it's the story of Kaylee Sanders, Captain Anderson, and Kato, or Kaden, or whatever. No, not Kaden.
Kaido?
The fucking cyborg ninja that's not Raiden.
Okay.
It's that story.
Alright.
It introduces that character, so like you can't really say that cyborg ninja guy came out of nowhere when he was actually a novel character brought to the game, which is, oh my god, I nearly creamed my shorts when I first met Kaylee Sanders. Like, I know about you. I know what you went through on the flotilla. Like those books are good. Those are good books.
Okay.
But the fourth one was not written by Drew Capichern, and I remember Penny Arcade doing a joke about how it was so inaccurate to the lore of Mass Effect that they were joking about describing Quarrens having 2 heads and arguing about a Quidditch match.
You know, in this scene right here, I'm getting some Left 4 Dead 2 flashbacks. If you go get me some Coke, I'll clear the way.
Okay, to be fair, I was just lying about the Coke. I just wanted it.
I wanted to see if you would do it.
The thing was going to blow up anyway. I just figured if you got it before it blew up, hey, I got Coke out of it. You know that the game is like $2 on Steam right now?
Left 4 Dead 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Do you have a
Is
PC?
It that old? I do have a PC.
Do you have a gaming PC, I should say?
I have that Asus. That Asus. I bought it specifically for games, so...
You should totally get Left 4 Dead 2 and then we can play.
Yeah.
We fucking lose. And get Left 4 Dead 2 because the DLC for that game essentially made it also Left 4 Dead 1.
Yeah, basically.
So, for some reason, Left 4 Dead 1 is also on Steam and for sale. Like, why the fuck would you buy that? When you can literally get all the maps... Like, you can get all the maps from Left 4 Dead 1 on Left 4 Dead 2, but you can only play them as the Left 4 Dead 1 characters. So
I mean, the only reason I would think to buy the first one is for the glitches, but I think they've already patched that.
Yes.
So.
Like, the only way you'd been able to do that is if you were playing locally on, like, original game with, like, original console release without updating.
Yeah.
You can tell this activation is important because it's taking longer.
Location marked.
I have not been paying attention. I've just been going... That's a problem with RPGs like this, is that you can just mindlessly go to the objectives and you don't have to pay attention.
Yeah.
Like these guys. Let's just murder them. And
you
not
saw the
feel
ship
bad.
and now you know you gotta kill people.
They're dead now.
And they're dropping
Look
more
at these
people off
other 2 people.
over about maybe a couple feet away.
I have the high ground, Anakin.
Not from my perspective.
You weren't kidding about the cat.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That's a button I didn't want to press.
Pathfinder.
I hate the giant, like, rectangular clip pad. Like, they could have just made extra buttons.
You took down all those cat... Sure.
Yes, all 3 of them.
Hell, take whatever you like.
Liam, do you have a brother?
Advice, though. If that signal of yours is out past the perimeter...
Oh my god. Oh, this guy's so interesting.
Shovels aren't fun in these wings. You need wheels.
What wins? It looks pretty goddamn still out there.
I'll take another look around the outpost.
Just finding it won't be enough. Hope you're smarter than we were.
You couldn't look in a
Hands
crate?
Keep this
down.
up. Maybe next time we'll find more than just salvage around here.
Don't suppose you've got anything we can use.
Yeah?
Got some crap.
Oh, you're a vendor. Shit.
Oh.
Oh my god, I am going cross-eyed just looking at all these small text and numbers. No, fuck off, mate.
I think the rule about games like this is that anything you can get at the vendor, you can find off dead bodies more.
That's always been true since Final Fantasy for the NES.
Power restored. We should have access to everything in sight.
You think somebody would break the mold?
Correct. Thus I've located the source of the signal.
I'm still down for playing Final Fantasy 15. They got DLC, and
The structure appears
I hate myself. I really do for what I'm about to say. I'm kind of interested in seeing what the DLC is.
Let's not forget
Because the
Ted 7.
I know, it's blasphemy. But no, episode Gladiolus and episode Promptus are out. And the new DLC for Promptus' story where you play as him is just a third-person shooter. It's just a third-person shooter. I'm like, this is Final Fantasy.
So if that structure could make a
I think
difference here,
I think another game did that.
that would be really
What was
good.
it? You're
Parasite
playing,
Eve?
you're playing one character during the whole game, and then all of a sudden it switches over to this other character. Like, oh, well what's he gonna be like? And it's just third-person shooter. I mean, first-person shooter. And there's nothing else, and it was kind of a letdown. But I don't recall what game did that.
Why does that sound super familiar? That sounds like exactly what I, like...
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I wanted to say Silent Hill, but then again, Silent Hill hasn't done anything that awful until, like, Silent Hill 4.
Yeah, it would be a game that I played. So, goddamn, I don't know.
But I know exactly what you're talking about.
Just what you need.
I know we both experienced it.
We have,
This must be what
and we're also doing Resident Evil.
Which one?
The ones on the PS4, because remakes
Yeah, baby.
make my dick rock hard!
Are we finally gonna beat Resident Evil 6? If we get to it,
Anthony,
yeah.
my soul will not be able to handle it.
You sure? Because I've been through that hell about 2 or 3 times.
Automated protocols activated. Deploying.
We will do it. I'm starting to cry right now because I never thought I would be able to like play through the entirety of Resident Evil 6 because hot damn, that is a mess and a half.
I don't know whether or not did you just not like the game, or was
You killed me!
Was it purely because of that?
You killed me!
Not on purpose.
You murdered me!
It
You
was an
put
accident.
holes in my body.
Look, you
that
know
impaled me worse than Vlad the goddamn Impaler.
You remember when you were talking about just earlier about how you get to mindlessly playing the game without really thinking about it?
Yes, RPGs like
in
fucking
that
every MMORPG ever.
Yeah, and so in that instance, we did 3 things identically the same. Basically, I turned a wheel to open a door for you, and you would go through it. And doing that 3 times in a row, the 4th one comes up, and I go, oh, well, I'll just open that door for you. Not thinking that it was going to activate a spike trap that kills you. I mean...
Anthony, have you never heard of the rule of
It's
3?
3 strikes... No, it's 3 strikes, you're out. So on the 3rd strike, it would have killed you. 4th strike is, completely safe. Because then you're starting back over at 1.
That's not how that works, and you know it. It's like Fez from Austin Powers.
No, because when you already get 3 strikes and nothing happens, you go to another batter. That's how it works.
That's how baseball works. That's not how comedy or writing
it's
works.
applicable to comedy and writing.
Got it.
Because if rule of 3 is already out, then it's not funny the 4th time.
Anthony.
What?
Here's the thing you're forgetting. It's not your luck. Think about your luck.
Is that really unlucky, though?
Above us.
Think about your luck. Not other people's luck. Not my luck. Not Lucky's luck. Your luck. Am I wrong?
You're scanning stupid stuff.
See, you're not wrong there. But was I wrong?
Can't you just let me dodge the question in peace?
Just sandbag harder and harder. Are we about to meet the least interesting character that has no reason being in this game?
Oh, I do love what people have done, though, with the memes of this character at this moment.
There are memes for this character?
Oh, yeah, like when she jumps on you and looks at you, they play the song from Shrek. Somebody wants to be the world. Oh, that cracks me up.
Oh my god!
I don't know if you've seen it or not, but if you haven't, you
I don't
should
know
watch
what's
it.
better, your mock version of Smash Mouth or actual Smash Mouth.
Somebody wants to be... No.
No,
We're done.
We're done. We're outie.
Building connection. I apologize for any discomfort. Resistance
I feel like the reason Asaris are monogender was just so there would be a universal romanceable character in the first game, and they just ran with it for the rest of the series.
I didn't know that. I didn't know for a while though that
There were no male Asari.
that the Asari in the first 3 games was the main love interest. Like they kind of wanted you to pick it.
She is the canon romance, yes.
Incoming romance, right there.
Shrek! Somebody once told me the way.
We're done.
Well, okay, I'm surprised they didn't shoot her on sight, considering she tackled their
I would have a
Pathfinder.
very long talk with my comrades.
Like,
Push her off.
fucking get off me! You're not scissoring right now. That's such a flaccid, like...
I know.
What kind of maneuver was that? I like how they had to cut it because it probably looked ridiculous.
Yeah, they hard cut that one. They're...
Oh, okay, here's another moment that I love. She's got to whip out her gun. And I think I've showed you this before. Just keep an eye on that
What is
gun.
with that face? She's like...
You were going to
Are you lying?
Yeah.
No! It's
She's
just my
lying harder than
serious
someone
face.
in L.A. Noir.
All she needs to do is just, like, avoid eye contact and constantly touch her face.
Just touch that face.
Give all the obvious signs of lying.
Just looking up and to the left.
Oh, here comes.
Oh, crap.
Oh my god, that gun was backwards.
Is it?
That gun looked backwards.
I think it was back. I think
Like the
it fit-
barrel was like duct taped to the handle.
I don't know. From my perspective, it kind of looked like the barrel shot out as she was shooting it.
Like it definitely looked like half a gun was there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
Before it was more apparent that it was the back of the gun. I don't know. You probably have to freeze frame it, get a better look at it, but
Oh man, this game is so easy. It's like I put this on a difficulty that it might not have been at to begin with.
you know they would have forgotten about it. I forgot about it.
You know what we should do one of these days? We should play one of my favorite games of all time. A game I've never played.
Much bigger.
Earthbound.
That's too long.
You never played that game?
I've never beat it.
I've never even played it.
I have
It
a
would be
digital
brand
download
new
and
to
I have
me.
a physical copy actually. My crown jewel of my SNES collection.
Plenty.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I know people talk about it like it's a really great game, but
It's not!
it's not.
I mean, it's okay.
People liked it. I
It's
mean,
lovable. I'll give it that.
okay.
But I would argue it's not objectively a great game.
Another game I never played, Shadow of the Colossus. Seen playthroughs, never physically played it. Seen other people play it in front of me.
If you wake them up too, they must look.
I'm not sure you kids at home can tell, but I'm looking at Anthony right now. So goddamn hard right now, and I'm pretty sure my soul is choking his soul.
But why? But I never played it.
It is one of the classics. And it is the only good game by Team Ico.
Yeah, I know. I saw the game. I saw
Shadow
it
of the
played to
Colossus.
the end.
So beautiful.
But like by the time I was aware of it, GameCube was already obsolete. Like
Came
well
out on the
obsolete.
PS2.
Wasn't? Are you sure it wasn't GameCube?
I Karen fucking T you. It was the PS2.
See how much I don't know about this game.
Anthony! Oh my god!
I could
Like,
have sworn it was like Nintendo property.
no, it wasn't. Team Ico, like, is a Japanese Sony shit going on there. Oh my god, Anthony. I have it on the PS3, which... It's not a bad HD copy, but, might be just worth our while to wait for the PS4 HD re-release.
Yeah.
Like, they're, I hear they're building up from the ground up, but from the E3 trailer, it looks identical to... The Colossus look
I heard
graphically
that.
the same.
I heard that they were gonna add more Colossus that weren't available in the last game, but like they made
They're
the
gonna
models.
make more than 13?
No, like, there were more
Oh!
models, but they didn't
Yeah,
incorporate
yeah.
them. So they're technically new, but they've always been. made.
Okay, I'm totally 100% down for this now. But because before I just saw the trailer for Shadow of the Colossus, and yes, the music of da 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 like made me like my nostalgia senses just tingled through my entire body. I'm like, I am in love with this song.
That would be. It would be.
I am in
incredible.
love with the soundtrack of Shadow of the Colossus. I have never heard a more beautiful symphonic soundtrack in a video game, and in some cases ever. Like my closest like symphony like emotional heartstrings tugging moments are like fucking Beethoven and Mozart and Chopin, like actual like classical music. And then Shadow of the Colossus also is in like that hall of like honor along with them. Like that's how much I fucking love Shadow of the Colossus. And the gameplay is phenomenal.
Forward station deployment.
It's great. And then I played Last Guardian.